Good evening, everyone. Hey guys, like always, as you're jumping on, if you would, please mute your phone so we don't have any background noise. Of course, I will be muting everyone, but as a habit, many calls that we do, especially when you move up into leadership roles, we do not mute the calls, so we like everyone to try to keep themselves.
No, I have to listen to it.
And we're doing a good job so far. So, with that being said, I guess I will mute everyone.
Hiya.
Hello. So good evening, good evening. We'll be getting started in just a couple minutes. My name is Chris Schwed. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I have the incredible opportunity to introduce some incredible ladies tonight. So guys, I'm going to go over the format real quick. We're going to have some incredible ladies take over the call. They're going to be basically, introducing some people that are some rising stars, people that are coming up, some new people, as well as some people that are having massive success. With that being said, we are going to close the call with a mindset / skills training on how to communicate with people better. So every week we try to give some content, some value on that side. And then we have different people that are sharing what is the business, how does it work, what are we doing, and what kind of success are people having in the business. So with that being said, send out any last minute text to your team. Make sure that everyone is jumping on board here because it's going to be packed with value tonight. I believe we might have the wonderful Judy Wilton on the phone tonight. I'm thinking. Yes, I see Miss Judy Wilton on here. But as we get started, I'm not sure if we have any updates for New Zealand, Australia, or Canada. I'm not sure if Sean, Cam, Mike, and Cassandra, I know they're together. Guys, are you out there? Is there any updates that we didn't go over last week that's new this week? Not sure. All right. With that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this call over to someone that is an incredible friend, someone that is an absolute rock star, has a huge team, has been in the industry for right at 17 years. And this is someone that I converse with literally every single day. We're talking about a lot of not only the industry, but just talking about feelings and communication and things we recognize about ourselves and how to work on ourselves and how to get better. And she is an amazing leader, lots of fun, but more importantly is all about helping people really go out there and rock this business. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the call over to the wonderful Robin Grigsby. Are you out there, Robin?
I am. Hey, Chris. How you doing? How you doing?
I am wonderful. Take it away.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, guys. So, man, we have a few people on here. It's 182 so far. That's pretty awesome. When we decided to build over here, it's interesting. You know, when I found out that I was going to be working with Chris Schwed, I was super excited. He's an amazing leader and incredible philosopher. Mindset is all what he teaches all the time, and I just adore him because I learned so much from his mindset. But one thing that I found that we had in common, being in this industry for 17 years, Robin, out of Sacramento, California, by the way, if you are new here, is I've been in the industry for 17 years, and I absolutely love personal development. I mean, that's my favorite thing that I just love it. And had no idea about personal development before I entered into this platform. And I think so many people could use knowing about personal development, but it's not something that's taught in our everyday jobs and school. And like, they don't teach this kind of stuff. And I think it's sad, to be honest, because a lot of us could have so much more. A lot of people in the world can have so much more if they just understood growing your mindset. And so in this business, I think that, you know, if you're new here, you don't really need a lot of skills. Really, all you need is just to be excited and to believe in what you're sharing. And I think most of us here are here because we're excited and we believe in what we're sharing because we've had a story, we've taken the product, it's made a difference in our life in some way or another. And that's what I love about where we're at here with the Elopreneurs and our community and culture that we're building, is that we're building with real stories, and we're building with a product that's super effective, and there's no hype. And literally, you know, we can build upon the product. We don't really have to talk about the numbers. We don't have to talk about, you know, I like to talk about opportunity because I think that's just as important. But I think it's so cool that we can grow a business talking about a product, and people who are opportunists that are looking for an opportunity often can read between the lines. When we're sharing this product, they read between the lines and they learn that this is an opportunity just by listening to us talk about the success of people that they're having here. And so I just had that happen this last weekend. I had a gentleman out doing he was kind of giving me a bid for doing some landscaping, and he was an older gentleman, and in conversation we were talking about, you know, just life and, you know, creating a relationship as we're talking. And the coffee, you know, the whole coffee story came in and just kind of shared a little bit about the Happy Coffee, and he wanted to try it. And so I sent him home with samples. And the thing is this is an older gentleman that's very successful. He don't need money. He's just working, doing bids because it's something he does on the side to keep busy. But yet he's an opportunist. He's an entrepreneur, and he's seen the value that I was sharing. And then when he tried it, he said he was actually 100% surprised. Like, he really was surprised that he was drinking a coffee that offered him what it offered him. What I didn't know is he had thyroid cancer, and he runs a thyroid cancer group. And he said, you don't have no idea how bad we feel with no energy. When you don't have a thyroid, you don't even have the type of energy an average person does, and it messes with your hormones. And so the fact that he's drinking this, and he was so grateful and thankful that I shared it with him. And this is what we're doing all the time. Just, it organically works in our life. And I absolutely love that we could take this product. Being in the industry for 17 years, never have I been a part of a company or a product that's been so easy to just intertwine into our life. And if you're on and you haven't Zoom, or if you haven't hit mute, just hit mute on your phone. I think I see a Mary that's not muted on my screen. So, you know, growing this business is, you know, at a level that I'm at is not something I could do alone. And all great things in life are not done alone. I don't take credit for where I'm at in my life because I couldn't have done it by myself. I have my support of my family. I have, you know, so many people around me, a team that is incredible, upline, downline, sideline, like the friends that you meet in this industry, the support you get. You know, there's just, I have a personality that fits, and I've got skills in certain areas, but then there's other people who have personalities and skills that I don't have. And so what we get to do in this business is we get to partner with other people that have strengths of your weaknesses. And the fact that when we can realize, like, we actually get to grow a bigger business, the more we can bring more personalities together. And when they have the strength of your weaknesses, and then we have grace for their weaknesses, and then they have grace for our weaknesses, and we just love everybody where we're at, we can create a huge community of people who are wanting to win together and thrive together. And so what I want to do is I would like to bring on a few people in my team that I think has just been rock stars lately, and we all work super hard. We all try to level up, and we may not get to that next level like we want, but no matter what, if you're growing and if you're doing something, if you're putting some sort of activity into this business, you are growing whether you see it today or tomorrow or not. So all the efforts that you're going to be putting in daily, you really don't see a lot of it for a month later or 2 months later, 60 to 90 days later. And so I always tell people, don't try to judge where they're at now as the activity they've done recently. It's really what you did like a month or two ago. So the people that, few people that I'm going to bring on just to kind of share some amazing nuggets, because man, they're doing some incredible stuff I didn't even think of, and they're sharing with me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. That is amazing that you're doing that, or that this is working. And so we're all learning from each other. And the first person I would like to highlight, she's fastly growing her business, hasn't done a lot in the industry. She's doing this part-time. Huge heart. She's a stylist, hairstylist like myself, and she works in a salon, and she's super positive, and I love her energy. We connected. She's deep down in my team, and that's what's so awesome about this business is, we do have our personals that we work with, and our personals, there's our responsibility, right? And what I learned from Judy Willitson is your personals really are your team. That's your team. And then the people who are in your team are part of your team, but the responsibility isn't the same as you have to your personals. And so what I love about working deep within your team is when they raise their hand and they call you and they're like, hey, I want to work with you, or hey, I want to learn from you, or hey, can we connect? Can you help me? And then you create that relationship, and then you start creating relationships with different people and different levels. And now that our new comp plan is coming out, that's going to obviously reward us even more so for that, which is great. But just out of doing the right thing, we work with people who want to work. We work with people who, if they want to run, we run with them. If they want to walk, we walk with them. So Randy, I would like you to unmute, because I know you and your hubby, and I can't wait for you to share your story. We'll just share a little bit of what you're doing and your business.
All right. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes. First of all, before I start, I have to say thank you so much, Robin, because obviously reaching out to you was the best thing I could have ever done. I did feel a connection to you when you were on my welcome call, so I can thank Cheryl for that, for having you on my welcome call. But I have been in other network marketing industries, and you're in it for a year, you're in it for 6 months. Who are the higher ups? You don't know who they are. So it's been a pleasure for me to be able to meet a lot of you who have been in this since the beginning. And I hope that that stays as a trend in this company, that people feel like they can come to their higher ups and get to know them better, because that is something that I have experienced in other, industries, that it's just not like that. You know their names, but you don't know who they are. So hopefully that's something that can stay. I have been with this company probably since February, so not very long. So I feel honored to be called upon for this. I think February 25th was my first day starting. I was on the products for like a week, and I knew right away. My father actually brought them to me through my sponsor, Cheryl, and I was sold right off the bat. I loved how I felt. I had to share it with everybody. So 4 months in, we just hit gold, which I am pretty excited about. I know it's not high up there yet, but we are working towards platinum this month. So, for me, it really wasn't about the money. My husband and I have great careers. I'm a hairstylist. Like Robin said, I've been a hairstylist for 20 years. I love my job. I'm not looking to get out of my job. My husband has been in engineering and IT, and he runs a, I guess, what is it that you do?
She's not sure. I'm a regional director for an IT company. So I manage the business for North America. So yeah, we have careers, we have, wonderful house and things that we've been blessed with. And it's just been a real great opportunity for us, like she said, to meet new people and to meet like-minded people. And I think really, the thing that set me into motion with this even more so than probably I was before was the Hope event. And just getting to know, like she said, a lot of these higher ups. I sat next to Colt. I got really met Colt and understood Colt and what he was for, and just the amount of energy that the people have and the happiness that they're trying to share. It was just really moving to me, and the event itself was really moving. And so that really got me motivated. Not that I wasn't before. She's been in network marketing companies before, most of which I really wasn't too keen on. So this is actually the first one that I've probably really been helping her sponsor and helping her communicate with everybody. We've been doing some different things, as Robin was kind of mentioning. We're finding out what drives our team. We have a number of affiliates under us. We have customers, and we're trying to find out really what drives them and helping to encourage and promote that. And we're trying some new things out monthly to see how they go.
Some new promos. We're going to try some new promos for our team, hopefully with getting new affiliates, hopefully with helping them rank. We're just going to kind of play around and see what works and what doesn't. But as far as my team goes, I try to really, really, really stress the follow-up. Like I was saying in the beginning, this wasn't about money for me. This was about the product. And I have a nutrition background. I have a personal training background, and then I have my hairstyling background. So I'm like a little bit of everything. But I love nutrition, and I love helping people. And all those industries were helping people. And that's what sold me on this product. And that's where I want to be. So my biggest thing with my team is, the money's great when you start ranking up, and it's great. Except people want to know you care. They want to know that it's coming from the heart. So that's my biggest thing, is the follow-up.
And the passion you have for the product. If you have a passion for it and are willing to share it, it just takes itself. It just takes off. And, just even strangers, kind of Robin, like you were saying, just in the people that we meet on a day-to-day basis, it's amazing how much coffee can come into a conversation. I mean, everybody drinks it, everybody has it. Almost everybody you meet has some sort of health issue or some sort of needs more energy. For me, it was a lot of what I used to do with companies that I work with. I used to never have to take notes. Never took any notes in any of my meetings, and I was able to pull a lot of that stuff up quickly months later. And just even in the last 6 months to a year, I've kind of felt like, man, I really have to write things down. Yeah, I'm getting older, so I guess that kind of comes a little bit with the age. But I was just frustrated with myself. And it was funny because I started looking into things that could help me with my memory, help me with my cognitive function, and energy. And, Randy started on the product and, wanted me to try it. And she really didn't know that that's kind of what I was looking for. But I'd say it probably took 5 to 7 days for me to really notice the difference. And really when I noticed the difference is when I left town for company meeting and I didn't have the product. That's when I really noticed that this product is actually making a difference with me. And it's funny because that's how I got to start sharing that with our group as well, with my team, my actual work team. And now I've been able to get a number of those guys as customers for us, and they're loving it. And most everybody that we introduce is loving it. Understanding the questions that you're going to get as a part of starting to take it, I think, is a lot of how you keep your business and keep your customers, being able to respond and talk to it, which, like she mentioned, with her nutrition background, it's really helped a lot.
Yeah. I think just obviously being very engaged with your team. I know it gets kind of hard as you start to get downline and you get your second, third, and fourth tier. It's kind of hard to really keep up with everybody. So I always kind of say, if you can keep your immediate affiliates trained and by company standards, and I'm learning from Robin, I'm learning from Renee, I'm learning from Cheryl, like I'm learning from all these different people. By the way, Renee, you look so pretty. I've been up since 3 a.m. not looking so pretty, but Renee looks beautiful. She's ready to get on. This has been such an amazing journey. And actually, before we get off, I had something fun happen today. Ricky's wife in the Elevate Pink group, she kind of talked about, how do you respond to somebody that messages you in another company, whether it be Arbonne or Advocare or whatever, you know, how do you respond to somebody who sends you a message and says, hey, I'm so-and-so, and these are my products, and if you want to make an extra 20, 30, you know. So I kind of thought about it because I get a lot of people that ignore me, whether I send them a sample and they don't respond to me, and it's my biggest pet peeve, and I'm trying to learn how to get over it. But it's one of those things that if I send you something for free, please just respond to me. Whether you hate it or love it, just respond. And so I had it happen tonight. I had a lady message me from Arbonne, and she's new in the business. And she said, I just wanted to reach out and let you know, and you can make an extra 30 to 50% on your products and get your products for free. And I wrote her back and I said, thank you so much. I will check out your link. And guess what? I just joined a new company, and this is what it is. And I sent her my link. And guess who got a new dose customer tonight off of that? So you just never know. So, you know, to me, the respond. I don't care. You know what? If they don't like it, that's fine. I just want to know something, and I will do the same back. And, you know, so that worked out really well for us tonight.
Awesome.
So anyway, thank you so much for having us on.
No, awesome. You guys are great. I absolutely love your story. I love that your hubby is right there beside you and attracted to this as well, and supporting you. And I love that about this, because people just naturally, I mean, it organically fits into your life. And I sometimes say, you know, it kind of reminds me of a virus. It just keeps spreading, you know, you can't stop it. And it's a good virus though. And so you guys are in my business partner, Shar Garcia's downline team. She's my personal. And I know how much, you know, we do welcome calls, and that is so, so important to initiating someone's business. And you guys are doing awesome at that. And you're many levels down within the organization, and yet we're still be able to connect, and we're still growing. So you're right. Hopefully we can keep that going, you know, just the connection part. And the fact that you mentioned a few sidelines to you that you're learning from, I mean, that has a lot to do with us creating that community. And for those of you that are doing a Happy Coffee Talk, and I know many of you are now, they're incredible. They're just an incredible way to stay connected to your team and collaborate, grow together, learn from each other. And then people that are in ours, the sideline, they're just all becoming really good friends and very good. They're very supportive. So I think it's a great way to build culture. But that's a great tool. So I want to bring on next my business partner that I work with, Melissa McGuire. Within her league, she's got some dynamite people building as well. And, you know, again, as we support and we welcome call and we're there to help them, this lady right here, she's incredible. She's busy, a successful woman, real estate agent. I don't know. She's done many things, but she's a light for our team. She's always open to learning. One of the things I love about her is she stays super coachable, humble, wants to always hear about how she can improve, how she can do better. If she said this right, did she do that right? I mean, this person has grown so much in her business here, never doing really much with, she's done a little bit with network marketing, but never had the success she's having here. And I really believe it has a lot to do with how coachable she is and how willing she is to learn, to grow her mindset, and to be humble. She moves her ego aside. I love that about her. So we have Renee Dent. You want to come on and share a little bit of your success and what's going on in your team?
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Robin, so much for such a wonderful introduction. Randy, by the way, I'm only dressed because I have to leave for the airport to go pick up my nephew. He's coming from Portugal, so I have to go and grab him. Otherwise, I would be in my pajamas and not looking refreshed and ready to go. Let's see, my business. Robin, you've nailed it. I've done a lot of personal growth. I think the culture has a lot to do with it. Our Happy Coffee Talk, I look extremely forward to that every morning, connecting with everybody, talking with everybody, just, you know, throwing ideas out there. And I think the one thing that really stood out to me was making myself available and plugging into all of our conventions and whenever I can get together with you guys. and just listen to the verbiage, pick up the culture. It was really the foundation, or the core, I should say, for what I wanted to be and where I wanted to take my business. As they say, duplicate. I chose people that I admire, my mentors, and I kept myself close to them. It's caused some confrontation, and you know what? I hear that comes along with the business, but it's not about them. It's about me and my business and sharing and helping people. So with that, I allowed myself to take down my walls, become completely transparent, and be the person that I've always been inside, in my heart, and not allow the people on the outside to influence me in other ways. And I feel that when I allowed myself to get transparent and let people see who I really was, I became infectious, and I got people that like really want to be in my life, and I want to be in their life. The core, I send samples nonstop. My business is 100% on Facebook. I'm a little nervous, so I apologize. Everything is on Facebook. So I'm sending out samples. I'm following up. I created a sheet that I carry. I write down everything, even little things that go on in their lives. I stay in contact with everybody 2 to 3 times a week, and not about the coffee. So it's just brought some incredible relationships, not only with my family, the Happy Coffee family, but with my friends and family, people that I don't even know on Facebook. It's just opened up a whole new world to me, just the relationships that I'm building with people. It's become my passion. If it wasn't for, you know, my leadership, my mentors, who I'm like a sponge. I tell them all the time, I just want to soak up everything. I ask questions. I'm not afraid to put myself out there. I'm not afraid of anything at this point. And with that, I reached out to several of my good girlfriends, how I started my team. And I said, hey, I got something for you, and I really think that you would be amazing at this. And they were a little resistant, but they jumped on and they didn't do anything. And then as time went on and they're seeing people win, they started working a little bit more and a little bit more. And as they're winning, because I'm totally available to my team at all times. I mean, they'll shoot me a message and I'll answer for them so that they can send it to somebody. I'm not a person that goes anywhere alone. So I know I'm going to the top, and I want to take everybody with me. So it doesnn't matter if you're my downline, my upline, my sideline, as Randy said, like she reached out to me, and I have no problem helping anybody. I'll lead you to the water. It's up to you to drink it, because I know for the first time in my life that I was the only one that was stopping me from anything that I ever wanted in my life, because I was not, I was my biggest block. So I had to let down all those walls and just be coachable and be humble and know that I'm going to make a lot of mistakes, and that's okay. So if I can give anybody advice, plug into your conventions. It's huge. Plug into your leadership. It's really big that you find mentors. Be coachable, be transparent, and love on your team. I mean, I will love on my team as much as possible. I like to reach out to everybody. And just, even if it's just to say, hey, thinking of you, whatever it is, you know what, you never know what's going on in anybody's day. So when you just send a message like this, it can go a really long way. So it's just about building relationships and loving on people and being plugged in and just staying connected. And it's really taking my life. I'm in such an incredible position in my life right now. I never thought I would be in. The amount of personal growth, I didn't even know there was a such thing as personal growth. That's the crazy thing about it. I thought I was living my life and it was just the way it was supposed to be, until I was introduced to this product, and it gave me the confidence and it made me feel good. Like, I just felt amazing. It gave me patience. And as everybody knows, I'm known for the one that my kids are still alive, and that still stands true. So, just the product has done so much for me, but I did a lot of work as well, you know, and I just, anybody who's listening, if you have that wall up, drop that wall. You need to drop that wall. You need to reach out. You cannot be afraid. When I'm out and I talk to people, I'm always planting a seed, whether it be with the business or, you know, the coffee. I always, I'll scroll Facebook 24/7. And if there's a post on there that I can comment something about the coffee, I do. And I'm not looking for a reaction right then and there. But they always come back. I'm still getting orders from people that I sent samples to back in September, October. So they're always watching. Stay true to yourself. And I'm always here if anybody needs a lending hand. I love to help people. And this is why I found my passion. And I just found where my heart is. And Robin, you're a big part of it. Melissa. My team is amazing. I have some amazing girls on my team. I'm too nervous to start mentioning names because if I leave somebody out, my heart's gonna hurt. So you all know who you are. I think I covered as much.
Awesome, Renee. Well, we love you, and I have to say that's what shines about you is your vulnerability, and you're willing to learn and grow, and you definitely plug in. Like you're like that lamp that stays lit up. You stay plugged in. So did you have anyone particular you wanted to kind of share?
Yeah, I do. She's a new person on the team, and she's blown me away because I've done some pretty crazy things in my, you know, time with Happy Coffee. But this girl came on, and she's got, I think it's 57 or 56 customers, and she's been with the customer in 7 weeks. The company 7 weeks. I remember looking at my back office. It was July 3rd, and she had 11 people plugged in already. I don't know what she's doing, so I thought we'd call her out and maybe I'll get some tips from her because it is about sharing, right? So with that, Lori Sargent, are you around? Lori.
I'm here. I'm here.
So Lori is Lori is not my direct downline. She is through my girlfriend Carrie, and Carrie is amazing as well. But Lori, why don't you share some secrets of what you're doing? Because girl, you are knocking it off the charts right now.
Well, I'm not really doing anything I don't think is too special, except for just sharing my story. I mean, it's been really successful for me. So I've just been sharing that, and people have been watching my story, and some have been silently watching and are now like intrigued. So the people that have been sitting by silently watching are now sending me messages. Tell me how you did it. Tell me about this product. What are you doing? And so I simply tell them like what I'm doing and share it with them, like the product, because I think for me, it's done wonders. So I feel like if it's done so much for me, it can help so many other people. And I have no problem, like, you know, that they can ask me 101 questions and I'm going to be honest and tell them, you know, exactly, you know, what I've done, what I haven't done. And honestly, I haven't done a lot. And, you know, I've just been doing that and just sharing and sharing and sharing and showing my results from like my weight loss part of it, aspect of it. And so I think women who are, say my age or even older, who are at that point, like, where they're either like going through menopause or premenopause, and they're like, oh my gosh, where'd all this weight come from all of a sudden? It totally resonates with them. And so everybody's looking for something to help them, whether it be, you know, to feel good, to have energy, to lose a couple of pounds, whatever it is. And so just sharing with them, and if someone says, well, tell me about it, and I'll say, well, you know, tell me about you. I think that's really what it is. I'm asking about them instead of just sharing what it is the product is that I'm using. So I think it's really important to make that connection with people. And I think that's how I got all those people.
Awesome, Lori. Well, thank you so much for sharing. And again, it goes back to excitement and belief. can really blow up your business. And you don't really have to know much of anything when you first get started here. It's just finding something that you're passionate about and wanting to help people, and then what you said about asking questions, that's key. A lot of us, especially myself, when I first got started, they call it puking at the mouth, where we get so super excited and then we just go run off and we just talk too much and we say too much and we're telling people too much. And really it's about asking questions and then finding where there's a challenge for them and offering a solution. So what we really are solution providers. And so if we can just listen and hear where their challenge may be by asking them a lot of questions, we can find everything out about them. And then we know exactly how to offer them a solution, because we know with this product how many benefits we have to pick from that we can share. And so that's perfect. I love your example and you're rocking it. So congratulations. You're doing amazing.
Thank you.
Awesome. So like attracts like, right? So we just continue attracting amazing people over here as an Ellepreneur. We're all just an incredible community, incredible culture. And I wanted to bring on an amazing lady that, again, is deep within my team, a part of my business partners team. This is also Shar Garcia, Colt and Cindy Summers. We've got Cindy Feaster, and then amazing Amber. Busy woman, runs tons of businesses, more than this business, more than 2. I think she has like 4 businesses. And she still finds time to build this business. Busy people make things happen. She's a rock star. I love her heart for her team. She fills in as she can when she can. And again, it's teamwork makes a dream work. We all support each other and we lean on each other when we need it, and we leverage each other's time. But with that, we can grow an incredible business. So Amber, are you there?
I'm here.
Hi, Amber.
How's it going, everybody?
It's good.
So, yeah, thanks, Robin, for that. Yeah, and it's, we have 3 businesses actually, one being this coffee business, but my story is a little different because I never even thought about this kind of industry, didn't know anything about it. I bought different products from other companies, and I was friends with Cindy Feaster, and she actually came in to do some advertising with us at our gym that we own. And we also have a home inspection business. Now, the gym we had just recently opened, so it was like craziness, busyness. And she came in, we did some advertising. She gave me some samples of this coffee. I was like, yeah, whatever, somebody else trying to get me to sell supplements in my gym, that kind of thing. So I didn't even bother with them for like a week or so. Started using the product and immediately just loved it, like day one. So long story short, I called her up, we connected, bought product, signed up to become an affiliate, and this was last March. So we were very new, March of 18, with a lot of you here on the call. And there was a lot of struggles and not getting products for weeks at a time. And I was like, what in the heck have I got myself into? Well, I think Cindy and I both kind of said that, really, like we didn't know what we were doing. We had no idea. So fortunately, things improved drastically. Loved the products, just kept sharing them. And, everybody else loved them, felt the same way. So I was so involved with how I felt about what the products were doing that I wasn't really thinking that, okay, this is actually a business taking off with everything else we have going on, plus 4 girls between us and animals and everything else. So I just kind of, Cindy and I worked closely together. She was really the only one I knew. And since then, we have just exploded. And again, it's about the teamwork. Cindy is there for us 24/7, no matter what, which is awesome because there's no way I could do this. And, fortunately, I don't have to go and ask 20 different people for help because it's always there, ready and available for us, And, the same thing, we reach out to sidelines, upline, downline, constantly helping and building people and just causing excitement. We spend a lot of time here in Southwest Florida out as groups. We just were all out, a bunch of us Friday, and there had to be probably 40 people with 6 or 8 brand new affiliates that just signed up in June. Not to mention that it's just amazing what that does to the morale. You know, we spend a lot of quality time together. Everyone's invited. Everybody gets along. It just, it's crazy. And it gives them such a boost because here you are one-on-one. And I encouraged all of my team all over the country. I'm like, if you guys have a meeting place or do a little happy hour somewhere, invite everybody, within the whole team, whether they're in your downline or not. But it just has made such a huge difference. And like I said, the support system we have is just insane. We do the happy coffee talks, and same thing, just kind of keep it real. We listen to what everyone has to say, what their input is. We do a lot of internal promos for our immediate affiliates, for our downlines. That is a huge motivation for a lot of people. And it's great to start seeing them now utilizing these promos. And of course, a lot of that, Cindy started that, and we kind of just took off from it as well. But, again, we just, it's just amazing to me. I mean, just my team alone, our downline and all, last month, I think we brought in 57 new affiliates and like 605 customers. So it was just like, holy crap. I mean, just craziness. But so everyone's pumped, all the brand new people, pumped up. Some of the ones that were struggling for a while have now been like reinvented, and they're just feeling great and happy and having a good time. That's pretty much the gist of it, teamwork. It's awesome. We have a great team and I love them to death.
Awesome, Amber. I appreciate you sharing, and I love your edification, edifying your upline, edifying your team. That's what it's all about, because we all know we cannot create this type of volume or this type of growth alone. So I love that that we get to work with you. And I also know that you have someone special or 2 special people you would like to bring on.
One, yeah, actually it's 2, but the one I'll let her introduce her because she's with her team. And it's actually, this is one of ours, Vicki Vickers, which is in Cheryl and Bill's immediate downline. She's actually been with us since August, and she's just awesome lady. And she's had her ups and downs too, like the rest of us, and we all will continue to. But this last like month or so, she's just jumped in, leading and hit platinum, and now she's just running with it. She's signing up affiliates. Her affiliates are hitting ranks. It's great to see that she finally realizes she can do this and make these, huge strides as well. So on that note, I want to introduce Vicki Vickers. You there, Vicki?
I'm here. Hi. Can you all hear me?
I
Yes?
can hear.
I can hear you.
Okay. Hi. Thanks, Amber. Yeah, that's funny. A lot more downs. I mean, a lot more downs there was than ups, but I've been on an up, and I'm so grateful. Grateful to your leadership. Grateful to my friend Cheryl, who signed me up, and you and Cindy, who continue to encourage me, inspire me, and remind me all the time that I can do this. And I love what Renee said. I'm sorry, I'm nervous too. But I love what Renee said. She said, I was my own stumbling block, and I was the only one stopping me. And I wrote that down because that's so true. I was my stumbling block. Short version, I got signed up with Cheryl. Well, actually, my husband signed up, and I was there with him, just kind of going through the motions. And like you, Amber, never did any kind of marketing. I work in the medical field and always have. And my plans were to just do what I do. I love what I do. And someday, hopefully, maybe retire. And then this coffee business happened. And I'm still like, pinch me, is this real? I'm just mind blown. I have been stretched. I've been changed, and I'm continuing to change. And, change is hard. And even when change is good, change is hard. So when I first started, I was so excited for what the product was doing for me that I just kept telling everybody about it. And I think within the first couple months, I had signed up maybe 60 something customers, maybe in the first month. I don't know. And I was like, wow, this is awesome. My product's paid for. Wow, I actually got more than I paid for. And I was like, is this real? And here I am, platinum, working towards diamond, with an amazing team. That's just, I've got excited, amazing people under me, and I'm so blessed. I think my biggest challenge has been to believe in myself and think I can really do this, because I had a routine. I'd get up every day, go to work. I took a lot of call at the hospital. I still am, but I'm working my way off that call thanks to coffee business. And so to do the extra, I was kind of like, okay, wait, now this is really starting to happen. It's starting to grow. And I kind of took a back seat a little bit, and started realizing there was more I needed to do. And that's what I talk about when I really had to stretch myself, and step outside my comfort zone to talk to more people, to reach more people. And Cindy Feaster told me several times, she's like, Vicki, the only difference between me and you is I started sooner. And I looked at her and where she was at, and she's like, you can totally do this. And it took me a while. And my friend Cheryl kept telling me, you can do this. And she didn't give up on me. They believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. So I can't thank them enough for that. And I got on the call one night, and I heard, was it Gavin? I think it was. He said, there's no science to this. It's just keep sharing. Just share. Keep sharing. And it's so true, y'all. And if there's anybody out there on this call that is struggling or moving slowly or kind of taking the back seat or a step forward and 3 steps back, it's just plug in, follow your leaders. We have such amazing people. I'm so blessed to be part of our local crew. I love having a local support group and people I can get together with and see. And Amber, I tell you all the time, I don't know how she does it. No matter what time of day, if somebody has a question or if there's something that I can't even find time to get to, she finds time to do it. So, staying plugged in with your local leaders and plugging into the Zoom calls. I get a nugget every time. Every time I plug in, I get a nugget. And now I'm focusing on my team and encouraging them and helping them to grow. Lots of promos and giveaways, and still trying to stay in touch with every customer and getting samples into people's hands. Just keep sharing. And I think that's about it.
Awesome. Thank you, Vicki. And you're doing it. You're doing it.
Thank you. I can't wait to meet you all, by the way, Robin. That's another thing. I'm so excited about convention. If anybody hasn't been, I went to the Hope Convention, and that's where it really started to make a difference in me and my husband. And I can't wait for convention and to meet all of you amazing leaders that I haven't got to meet yet. So.
Thank you. Well, yeah, that is the Power Convention, because that's how I met Ricky years ago. So we met at convention at the previous company, and it is just, you never know what's going to come from an event. So I would like to just speed up a little bit. I'm going to bring on incredible leader who I had an opportunity to not meet at convention, although we both were there, but I seen him on a Zoom, and I absolutely fell in love with what he had to share, his story. I knew I had to meet this person, and had no clue he was on my team. When I reached out to him, I'm like, dude, I got to talk to you. You are awesome. Like, I want to get to know you better. And then I found out he was in my team. I'm like, oh my God, so awesome. We work together so tightly. He's my brother from another mother. And I love his skill set. Been in the industry for a long time. He's super bold. He's super blue. He's super driven to win. So Francisco, Francisco is also within my business partner, Shar Garcia's team, Colt on down. So Francisco can you come on and share? I know we're short on time, and Judy, we need to bring Judy on to share. You could just share a couple things and highlight two of your people I know that are super awesome that has so many nuggets that are blowing this business away.
Awesome. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Awesome. So thank you, first of all, to you, Robin. You're part of this culture, and this is the culture that have retained me in this business, that have retained me no matter what. I could be gone forever in the beginning, but this culture was the one that retained me. And today, I'm very grateful for Phil and
Just a
Cheryl.
minute. There's a training thing
There's
on right
people
now.
here. Okay. And there's someone sharing. Okay, so yeah, this culture is the one that have been retaining me in this business. I love the people, love the community. Guys, you need to have a lot of emotional intelligence to keep track of this business, to keep it on here, to love on everyone. I always recommend three things. If you can have a why that is stronger than yourself, that is gonna make you not being able to sleep, that is gonna make you blood into your sweat because you have a strong why, you always gonna keep yourself together no matter how many people say no to you. Another thing is you have to have goals. Goals in written. Goals for 3 months, goals for a year, goals for 5 years, goals for 10 years, and goals for 20 years. You have to build this business based on have that emotional intelligence to become greater and a better version of yourself. And the third is be committed. You have to keep commitment in this. And I have more stuff to share, but for the sake of time, it's not about me. It's about the team. It's about what this team is doing. So I want to bring you two people that very quick I'm going to share a little bit of their story and how they have been able to do this amazing and incredible job. The first little girl that I want to introduce, I know last Saturday we highlight Barbara and the training, and she did phenomenal. But this lady that I want to introduce you have blown my mind. She's a workhorse. She worked like amazing. I was looking at the numbers lifetime, and she only started by the end of September, last week of September. So she started building actually this business in October, last October, and she's already pacing for 450 customers. How she does that? She has an average in 8 months of around 50 customers every month. She never stops. As a matter of fact, it is only the day 7 or 8, I don't know, of the month that it is, and she already have around 20 customers. I don't know how she does it, but I want to introduce you a girl, a lady, a leader that it's so amazing that I'm always have to edify her because the way she works, she has built tremendous residual income just from customers. And now she's starting to build a team that is starting to duplicate the way she's doing it. So I want to introduce you from Orlando, Florida, Carilu Torres. Carilu, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Share with us a little bit about your story, Carilu, and how you've been able to be a rock star.
Oh my God. Hi, everyone. I wrote down the things I'm going to talk because, you know, my first language is Spanish. When I saw in Spanish, everything's going to be really bad. So I just started, as you say, I just started at the end of October. So I'm going to go into the point exactly because I know that people maybe want to know how I'm doing in the business. So, but the thing that really is the thing I love to this business is you don't need to have an expert. You know, I've been in the social media maybe like 8 or 10 years. I learned alone by Google and I pay some gurus and I'm learning right now. But in the middle, you know, and you learn this business is going to be so easy, and it's so easy to the people to work and make the things happening. So that's the first thing I love for the business. And I know, and I let it know the people who work with me. But what you need to have, maybe, how you say that, éxito, in the business.
Success.
So success in the business. So be authentic all the time, be you, and be passionate. So the people see you on the social media. I work all the time on social media. I work on my page, on my personal page, and I have a fan page too. So I work hard in both. So the people see you all the time, see the things you post on the Facebook. They learn how you are, because the things you write down, the photos you put, the videos, everything you put on the Facebook is going to be, the people are going to learn about you. So help people, help the people from the heart, and forget about your selling the product. So listen to the people, what they need, what the conditions, what the symptoms, what they need to talk with people. They need someone to help them. So I listen all the time, my customers all the time, and I listen and I communicate all the time with my upline. So every day I talk with my upline. So she helped me a lot, and we make plans every day. We make a plan for the month, and we have the goals writing down all the time. So the other things, the steps that I do not do before, and I talk about that because when I said before, I worked a long time ago in the business, in the social media, but the things help me a lot right now. So the steps I'm doing right now is send the message all the time. I send like 5 people every day. I send a message to them. I say hi. I say I say, like at their birthday, and I connect with them all the time. And I use my Facebook all the time, 24 hours, I just say, 24 hours. I use my Facebook. So I send a message to the people. I connect with the people on the phone. I do not close any client, neither by text or messenger. So when I talk with my clients, I start on the messenger. I start maybe on the text, but we have a call. So we connect on the call, and I listen to the people on the phone. And when I close my deal, is on the phone. No, I'm not sending the link from the company. Just I close all the time with me on the phone. The other things I'm doing right now is the follow-ups and to the non-sexing customers and to the sexing customers. So every week I send a message. Every day I'm trying, maybe 2 times on the week, I try to make the follow-ups, and that helped me a lot to close customer. Maybe I talked 3 months ago. So, and with the existing customers, when I work with them, how they doing with the coffee, how they feel it, I ask about the referrals. So they help me with give me some people, new people, the phones and the names in the time when I talk with them. Things that I have always done. I put different posts every day on my fan page, on my profile. I always start with one post, like with a good morning post, motivation quote. Maybe the thing I put on the morning is define my character and who I believe. So the people connect with me in that way, and they always maybe comment. They put they like it, and I connect with them in that way with the morning post all the days, every day, Monday to Sunday. The other post maybe I try to put on the profile or on the fan page is about testimonies. So I share stories. This business is about stories. So I share all the time stories from my the people who share on the group. We have our own group, so the story about them. I put some time the before and after, and I write down the testimony of them. Sometimes I put my photo, only my photo, and I write down the testimony from the client. Other thing I doing now a lot because we are in challenge, and I doing before is a live video. The live video is sometimes it's for the people, sometimes they feel it's so difficult, but the real things, when you make a live video, you connect with the people. The people show you how you are, and you share good things in the video, share some things like they learn about you. They put in the live like a like goals or something they need to do. So I love the live videos because when I saw the people and I connect with them and they made me, they saw me loud, how I am, everything like that. So live videos, I propose to the people who are in the school, let's try to make that maybe one live video on the week. I put exercise, I put recipes, everything, like the people like it, they need it, and they share and they comment. So how many likes, how many comments, the people who don't know you, they're going to see you. Because the people, your friends, when they comment, they like the post and they share, the other people want to know you. You know what I mean, Francisco? I'm good right now?
Yeah, you did awesome. You did fantastic.
So I put something that contributes and help people and motivate to like and comment and share. So the other thing I'm doing is answer so quickly the comments and the message from the people who like, who comment, or who send me a private message. So I like just answer like quickly, like it in 5 seconds. I'm trying right now sometimes. So they don't wait for my answer. So if they need to wait, sometimes I tell them, so give me maybe 1 hour, give me 30 minutes. I'm going to be on the computer. I'm on the call. I'm on a meeting. But they know I saw the message. You know what I mean? So they know I'm going to be there for them. But the most important thing of this business that I believe is you need to believe in you. I just believe in me a lot, because you need to be confident. You need to be passionate. You need to be, I know how you can do it and help the people. So the first thing, believe in you and believe in me. I'm consistency in all the days. I know what I'm going to do in my day. So I have a notes. I have a notebook. So I write down the things I'm going to do all the time. And I live like a crazy maniac and passionate I'm going to bring and hopes to the whole world. So the people know and not know that about me. So I'm a maniac and passionate. So I know I'm going to be, I know that my passion is going to be, and they're going to feel in everywhere. So that's
awesome.
it.
Awesome. Hey, Kalalu, thank you so much. You're amazing. You're a rock star. We love you. You're blowing up your business, and we learned so much from you tonight, and everybody else too. And we wanted to bring on one more person, but we really have to close this out. Unfortunately, we will bring her on another time. She's a rock star. She has a lot of nuggets to share, and really would like to have heard from her tonight. But we do need to bring Judy Willitson on. She's going to close out our call with some great info. She's a rock star. She's awesome. We love you, Mama Judy. And I don't call you Mama Judy, but everybody else calls you Mama Judy because you're too good for my Mama Judy. So love you, and we just want to bring you on to close us out.
Oh gosh, well, thank you, Robin. I'm so excited. I'm listening to all these stories. Congratulations to everybody here tonight. And welcome to all the new people. I know I probably don't know all of you, but hopefully at convention time you can come up and say hello. It's like, don't be afraid to go up to your upline. We're just normal people. We're just like everybody else. And especially here, we just want to love everybody and meet everyone where they're at. So I know that this call has gone on long, so I'm going to get to the bones of why I'm on this phone call. And that is to announce that we are going to start the happiness tours. Now, I mean, hello, right? Exciting. What we're going to do is we're going to be in a city near you. And I'm not going to tell you all the places that we're going to go, but I can tell you we're going to start this up on August 9th. So this will be a little whisper campaign for all of you to share with your teams. We're going to do some amazing contest promotions for people who show up at our happiness tour. We're going to be featuring, not all of them, but some of them. We'll have Keith Halls, and we'll have Jordan Brock, who is a founder of our company, who maybe most of you don't know him, but you're going to get to know him. He's a pretty incredible guy. We have our president, Keith Halls, who's going to be attending some of our happiness tours. And of course, you're going to have some of the amazing leaders that you heard on the call here tonight that are going to be touring: Ricky Durant, Krish Sweda, Ian Prather, myself, Mark. I mean, there's many, many, many people. And then also, just real quick, I want to congratulate Cindy Feaster on going Crown Ambassador. And a lot of great things about her tonight with everybody, but to all the leaders here who are just helping one another. We're just here to elevate each other. Remember, Ellepreneurs is to elevate everyone in their quest to find health, wealth, and happiness, and whatever it is that you're looking for, we have it here. So to be a part of this happiness tour, I'm excited. We're going to be coming out to your area, Robin, in California. We aren't going to stay, but we're going to be in Texas, Tulsa, Miami, Orlando. We're coming out to Canada and Puerto Rico. So those are just some of the teasers that I'm going to share with you guys about the happiness tour. We're going to have more details to follow as soon as we lock in the dates exactly and the locations. Then we're going to send out a flyer for all of you to share with your teams. But we're truly excited to get back to what started here. All of us who've come together to create this happiness that we all talk about, where we literally just love on one another. You know, that's really what excited me. That's what got me here, Robin, was when I really understood what Ellepreneurs was, and that mission and vision where we just want to elevate other people. That's what attracted me here. That's what we've been able to do, all of us, is to build this culture, this community. Yes, we have an incredible product. You're hearing the amazing stories. Yes, we have an incredible opportunity, but more important, we have a culture and a community where people can come here and win big and be loved on. And that's really what I'm all about. That's what Mama Judy is about loving on everybody. And so I just want to thank you for having me on tonight. I know it's been long, so I'm going to cut it short, but stay tuned for the details on the happiness tour. So thanks everyone for being on tonight. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you. Great job, Robin. You're amazing as always. As to everyone, your leadership, your passion for this business and just for helping people is bar none amazing. And I just love and appreciate you so much. So thanks again for having me on.
Learn from the best.
Way to close it out.
All I'm going to say is, guys, all of our training calls are done, and they're posted at zoomreplay.com, zoomreplay.com, where you can see all of the weekly calls, the Saturday morning trainings, and such. So it's a great resource. So even the people that miss these calls can jump on there and check everything out at zoomreplay.com. Next week, we're going to have Tony Garcia is going to be hosting the call with a group of rock stars. Guys, what we're trying to do is kind of get a format down so where there's going to be, you know, bits and pieces where you're going to get many different variations on every week's call. With that being said, we're going to close this bad boy out. And again, you can see all the replays at zoomreplay.com. Everybody have an awesome night. Since I was not able to do a mindset training, I might go live here in a couple minutes and post it in Mindset Matters and go over a little bit of that. So with that being said, everybody have an awesome night. Take care.
Night.
Bye. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
God bless you all. Good night.